Some may ask, what about nature? What about God? What about systems bigger than us? The answer is simple. Where do you experience them? Through the self, filtered by society, defined by their status as known or unknown. Even nature is not outside the matrix. You feel the sun because you have a body. You climb a mountain not because it asks you to, but because society taught you that conquering it means something, and your self craves that meaning, society. You fear the vastness of the ocean because you sense how much of it you'll never know, the unknown. Nothing escapes. There is no fourth pillar. What about animals or bacteria, things that have nothing to do with humanity? Animals exist. Their lives intersect ours. They are part of the environment, the raw material through which the self interacts with the unknown. But this framework, the Overman's Matrix, is not written for them. It's written for the only beings on this planet who create meaning, build societies, and confront the unknown by choice. Humans. Animals react to the Matrix. The Overman creates inside of it. That's the difference. There may be Overmen whose passions leads them to animals, to study them, to protect them, to understand what they reveal about the unknown. But the Overman does not build a civilization with animals as his equal participants. Because animals, as we currently understand them, do not create the future. They survive it. The Overman's relationships to animals is optional, creative, self-directive, but never obligatory. Unless animals reveal something about ourselves, society, or the unknown, their role is background, not blueprint. However, because 99% of reality is unknown, the Overman is not just humble enough to say possibly or I could be wrong, but he actively engages with the unknown to make room for maybe and even support systems that assumes he's wrong. So it would be wise to clarify that any being, biological or synthetic, that gains the ability to self-actualize, reshape society, and confront the unknown intentionally could be considered an Overman class entity. But why these three? Because anything less is delusion, and anything more is decoration. Human history is littered with systems that worship one pillar and ignore the others. The narcissist worships the self and destroys society. The ideologue worships society and sacrifices the self. And the prophet worships the unknown and forgets the world around him. Each becomes a tyrant to the other too. The Overman knows that balance is survival. He stands at the intersection, master of none, servant to none, creator of new paths through the matrix, not around it. The Overman does not choose between self, society, or the unknown. He chooses to master the matrix itself. Everything else is just surviving.